When is this Bitcoin correction going to stop? We're breaking down from this massive wedge. We're going to talk about what this means for Bitcoin. Also, we're going to talk about why we're actually going down in crypto right now and what's going on the macro scale, as well as some altcoin stuff. So welcome back, everybody. My name is Cristiano, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. Guys, let's jump straight into Bitcoin, because what we can see here is that since we broke the orange box here, I mean, we hit it multiple times. It did support us a couple of times, but it was not able to support us here, and we broke down. And this breakdown was, from this point, we broke down by 5% just in basically one 4-hourly candle. So we have that correction. So what can we say about the situation right now? Well, we can say that we are below the orange line here, even at 61,200. The next level of support, should we continue to drop, is going to be down at 59,300. And then we got the bigger support here at 57,700. And of course, everyone are wondering right now, if we continue to drop, where are we likely to see that big, buy-in opportunity? Where are we likely to see a big rally and for the level to actually hold? Well, obviously, you who have been following my channel, you know that the orange boxes, I put a lot of trust into the orange boxes. Usually at the first stop, it almost always supports the Bitcoin price. So when we start to go down, the first time we hit the orange box, it almost always supports the price. I cannot think of any instance where we have not been supported on the first hit on the orange box. Just like we saw kind of like here, you saw a pump here from the orange box. Try it again a couple of times here, another one here even. So I do believe that this is going to be an obvious buying opportunity if we are going to get down to this level. Now, what we can also see here on the 4-hourly time frame, after this big drop, like this, and now on the 4-hourly time frame, I think on the hourly time frame, it's probably looking more like this. So we have this little bit of consolidation here. And you know that a consolidation like this in a small pennant or flag following a downtrend usually does lead into more downside. So that's what the charts are, showing us right now. It's inevitable that Bitcoin, have gone down here. And is this in conflict with my thesis that I do believe that Bitcoin is, from the 25th of November, going to start a massive rally to the upside for the next couple of weeks after we hit the 25th of November? Not really, because just like I said yesterday, when we talked about this massive wedge, which is usually a bearish pattern, but we were speculating whether we could actually break down from this wedge and still have massive upside during the 25th. And yes, we could. I mean, we can have a fake out here, meaning we have a small drop from the wedge here, and then that leads into us, going into it again and then further rally. So we could go down here to the $57,800 level, okay? We can continue down here, get into it again, and then have a break to the upside. Sometimes that does happen, and I mean, we're used to these wedges, and one of the most important wedges were, of course, right here, when we found the bottom in Bitcoin. We were forming this massive wedge here. We were dipping into my orange box here at $30,000 multiple times, found support there, and went into a massive parabolic rally to the upside. But with this falling wedge, we did see a massive parabolic move to the upside. With this rising wedge, I do not believe that we are going to have much more downside than what we have already seen, basically. As I said, I do believe the $58,000 level to be big support for Bitcoin should we drop down there, because then I do believe we are going to probably hit this level a couple of times, consolidate here, and then continue our upwards moves here during the 25th. We will see about that. I mean, barring a major catastrophic event, I do believe that that is going to be the case. Now, the traditional markets are not looking too bad. I mean, they're going sideways here. So, I mean, for as long as the traditional markets are not having a complete meltdown, because then the entire, world, basically every asset is going to go down. But if the traditional markets continues to at least not look very weak, then I do believe that this thesis is still going to be the case. So we will see about that, guys. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. But let's talk about some other, price levels where Bitcoin is able to be supported. So actually, one thing I want to show you also is on the Lux algo. If I flip on the Lux algo here, it did tell us actually on this candle to get out here. So yeah, finally we do have a sell signal on the Lux algo. I mean, it's telling us a sell here. So I don't know, maybe if you're a trader, you could, wait for the opportunity should we come down here at $58,000. But for me, I mean, I'm just going to, accumulate more and add to my position should we go down here. And talking about positions, of course, my trade over on Bybit is now again at a loss, which is not very good. So my trade here was at massive profit. After being in a loss, it went into massive profit. Now, again, it is at a loss. And I should really have taken profit at the massive resistance here, which was the plan all along. So my plan was to take profit at the resistance. I did not do that, and then I just continued to hold. So that was a mistake by me. I took a little bit of a gamble because I, thought it was more likely for us to continue to the upside than to have this breakdown here. But that was a mistake because this was a short-term trade all along. I have my Bitcoin I'm holding in cold storage, which, I'm not selling. So had we gone up, I would have, had my value of my portfolio go up anyway. With these short-term trades, it's important to stick to your strategy. My strategy was to take profit here at $68,000. I did not do that. So even for me, who have been a full-time trader for, 4 or 5 years, sometimes I make mistakes as well. So yeah, at least you're able to, see that on my channel, because some channels, I say most channels, do not show the mistakes. Instead, they just paint a perfect picture for people to, whatever. So on the daily time frame, next levels of support on the moving averages, you have a moving average here at 50, well, call it $60,000. So that's also going to be in line with the $58,000. So in the same vicinity. So you have those two confluencing there. You also have the moving averages here, but these are at 52 and at 45. So the next stop on the daily moving averages is the 20-day moving average here at $60,000. Another thing to pay attention to on the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve here on the weekly time frame, you also have a massive support level at also $58,000. So you have a couple of things. You have the bold white line here on the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. You have the moving average here at the same level on the daily time frame, and you have my orange box. So this, at this point, now that I look at all of these factors, is telling me that, yeah, this 58, this orange box here is most, I would be extremely surprised if we just melt through this. We are going to have a strong bounce off of this level. That is what I am anticipating. So why is Bitcoin going down right now? Well, it could have something to do with the infrastructure bill actually being implemented right now. So as you know, the infrastructure bill has a part with crypto in it as well. So the bill, as it was passed, will implement tighter rules on businesses handling cryptocurrencies and expand the reporting requirements for brokers. The bill mandates that, going forward, digital asset transactions worth more than $10,000 be reported. So this could have something to do with why Bitcoin actually dropped. Another reason why Bitcoin dropped could be this that was posted just 5 minutes ago. So China warns state-owned enterprises to cease involvement in Bitcoin mining. So some more China FUD here. At the end of the day, I'm bullish Bitcoin. I do believe we are going to continue to go down, barring a massive meltdown in traditional markets. So I'm going to stick through that. I'm not going to change my mind. And guys, that's what I got for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.